A few videos ago, I compared my old edits to my new edits. Basically what I did is I took some photos that I edited like a year ago and I re-edited them with my new style using my Moody preset. Despite how shockingly revealing this video was, it did turn out to be pretty interesting. So I thought today we'd do the same thing and I'd go back and react to some more old photos that I took over a year ago and how they look like today if I were to re-edit them. So yes, this is part 2 or episode 2 of me reacting to my old photo edits. Welcome back. My name is Samuel. This is G-Man Photographs. On this channel, I create photography content. If that is what you're into, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another one of my videos. Now, my Moody preset is a great preset. I've used it on this channel a ton and I've been showing you guys how it works and how great it is for almost any kind of photography. And by the way, I shot a wedding a few days ago and I've been finding myself using the Moody preset on the wedding photos a lot and they're looking pretty good. I've also received a ton of positive feedback from people that have purchased the Moody preset already. So if you're one of those people, thank you so much. And make sure to leave a comment below if you did purchase it or if you're gonna do so. And again, if you wanna get it, you can use the first link in the description below. Enough yapping, let's get into it. Okay, so this is the first photo I'm going to react to today. And looking at it, it doesn't seem to be that bad, actually. Well, there are some not so good things. First off, the white balance is really weird, right? The photo looks kind of like green, right? There's a green tint to the photo that doesn't look good at all. If you look here, there's a bunch of like green, like in the shadows here. And also the shadows, yes, they're crushed. Now, this is a similar issue that I've been having with the photos I reacted to in the last video. Now, I was editing those photos kind of the same way last year. So a lot of them are gonna have recurring issues or the same issues. For example, here, look at this. There's just, we can't tell anything that's going on down there. It's just her scarf. There's no details on her scarf, right? It's too dark. We can't tell what's going on. Her teeth are like this weird color. I don't know, that looks weird. And her face has a bunch of shadows on it that look wrong for some reason. Now, the background is all right. I would have it darker if I were to re-edit this photo today. But, you know, it's all right. I guess we just have to see the new version to see really what has improved. So let's do that right now. Okay, this is the new version and wow, it's just so great. I mean, where do I even start? I guess let's start with the background. Look at this here. The background is a lot darker, right? That's the first thing I noticed. There's a lot less distracting details in the background because I've made it darker and I've also desaturated it a bit. The green tint is gone. There's almost no green tint at all in the image and her skin tone is looking a lot more lively. It's looking a lot better. Look at her teeth. Her teeth look a lot more healthy, right? I don't know what I did to the last edit, but that was just weird. I want you guys to look at her scarf for a second. Notice how we can see a lot more detail in it, right? And especially this bottom section here, whereas in the other photo, this part was just dark. You couldn't see anything that was happening. All of this was also too dark. This spot here was also too dark. Now it looks a lot better. Again, this is just a much better edit. Now we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison to see the differences in a more clear manner. Okay, there we are. This is the before and after. So you can clearly see a big difference, not only in the background, but in the white balance and the shadows. On this photo, as I said, there's a weird green tint everywhere, but here it's looking a lot more natural. The new edit looks a lot more natural. And again, keep in mind, this new edit was created with my Moody preset. So you can see how it completely transforms the photo. And it's doing this each and every time, as you're gonna see. Now let's look at her teeth here. As you can see, there's a big difference here. In the new edit, her teeth look a lot more natural. I don't know, in the old edit, it looks like she's sick, almost, because of just how pale and colorless her skin looks. It looks like she has a disease of some sort. And you can barely tell what's going on here with her scarf. But look in the new edit. In the new edit, you can clearly see the scarf is just so clean and so natural. It's just, let me know what you guys think about this I think it's a better edit, but which do you prefer? Do you prefer the old one or the new one? All right, let's move on to the next photo. Okay, so I have this portrait here of this guy. And again, all of these photos were taken during my street photography walks. So I have the photo of this guy. And again, the first thing I'm noticing is a similar issue, the white balance. It's too green. I don't know what my problem was with the white balance. Well, maybe I did this on purpose. Because it seems to be the same issue for all the photos, damn near all the photos that I took at that time. So I think maybe at that time I just had a thing for a greener tint on my photos, which if that is the case, I'm shocked and I don't know why I was doing that. But yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It makes the skin look pale. It makes the subject look kind of like diseased or sick. Yeah, it's just not a good look. What else? The background is not dark enough. Again, you've noticed this by now. It's really my style to have the background be as dark as possible so that the subject's face can stand out. To me, his face is not standing out in the photo. It's just kind of like blending in. There's nothing that stands out to me in this edit. And I don't know, it's not the best. And by the way, guys, I probably should have said this in the beginning, but on the side here, I have written the camera that I'm shooting on and the lens that I shot this on. So I shot this on my Canon EOS R, which is the camera I use for all my work, which I'm using to record this video right now. And I shot the photo with my 85mm f1.4. All right, let's move on to the new edit and see how the Moody preset has transformed the photo. Boom. Look at this. Just look at that. I mean, I'm not making this up. You're seeing the proof in front of you. It's you know what? Before you even, I just want to skip this and just jump right into the before and after comparison. I just have to. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Where do I even start? The background is looking a lot less distracting. The subject's face is actually the brightest point in the image because in the old edit, the brightest point was this right here. That was the brightest point of the image. Now look at the new edit. That point has been decreased, right? So that it's not distracting anymore. The brightest part of the image in the new edit is actually his face. Even in his eyes, you can see more detail than in the old edit. And his skin is looking much better, much healthier, much more natural. You can see more detail in his clothes and what he's wearing. All of those like weird black points that you see here, you don't have them as much in the new photo. I mean, in the new edit. I keep saying new photo because it just feels like a new photo. This is why I keep saying a new photo, and it might as well be a new photo because of how big the difference is between these two. It really is. It's remarkable, isn't it? It's just remarkable. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Do you prefer the new edit or the old edit? All right, moving on to this one. Now, this one is a little different. This is a couple. So the most important thing here is to capture the emotion. So it's important to not have a lot of distractions in the portrait. And the first thing I'm noticing here is there are a couple of distractions actually. And I'm gonna say this again, but it's that green. There's a lot of green here. And to me, that's a distraction. There's a lot of black points there, just random, and at random spots, there's like those black points. It doesn't feel natural. And look at their faces. Here, he has like black points right here, right there. You can barely see details in her hair. It just looks weird. And I mean, I guess it's not that bad, like it could be worse, but it could also be a lot better. So let's just go ahead and compare this to the new edit. Boom, look at this. The first thing I noticed is that the green is gone. The green is gone. Look at the background. Even though this was shot during the summer last year, but there's no green because that was a distracting color. Well, at least I felt like it was a distracting color and the background wasn't dark enough. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do the before and after comparison. Perfect. Look at this. Just look at that. The background is more distracting here because of all of the green and all of the random patches of just darkness that are surrounding them. It's uneven and it's weird. Now on his face, you can see in the new photo that there's a lot more detail here. You see? Like before, there was some very dark points. Now those dark spots are still there, but they're just a lot less darker. And I want to look at her hair. Look at this. Before, it was just crushed. The details are just crushed, and the contrast here is just too much. But here, it's a little bit more soft, and you can actually see more details in her hair. I think that a big problem I had back then was contrast. I was using way too much contrast in my photos, and I was just crushing the shadows, just crushing the blacks, and I don't know, it was looking weird. Look at their skin tone. Even their skin tones is looking better. Here, it kind of looks like yellow or green, but there, it looks natural. It looks great. And to me, in the new edit, you can better get a feel of the emotion that is there. Now, I'm not saying that in the old photo, you can't really get a feel for the emotion, but because the edit is so distracting, it's taking away from the authenticity of the photo. It's less authentic, is what I'm trying to say. But in the new one, it's just more natural. The edit is more tamed, you know, it's more controlled, it's more modest and less distracting. Because of that, you get a better feel of the emotion, you get a better feel of what's going on in, well, the photo. Now, I really enjoyed reacting to my old edits and especially re-editing them in my new style using the Moody preset, because this really shows me how much my style of editing has evolved and has improved. And it shows me that I have gotten better at my craft. Now, if you want to have your photos transformed and see what this Moody preset can do for you, then you can go in the first link in the description below to try it out for yourself. Again, you've seen it here, you've seen it a ton on my channel. This preset really is amazing. Now, I might be biased because I did create it, but I'm not making this up. You have the proof right here in this video and in dozens of other videos that I've done on my channel. It really is great. And I strongly encourage you of trying it out for yourself using the first link in the description below. Now, if you want to see episode 1 of me reacting to my old edits and re-editing them, then you can watch it right here. You can also click here to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any other new videos. The channel is growing. We're getting like 10 new subscribers a day. It means so much to me. We're almost at 1,100 already. So thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Stay creative. Keep creating. God bless you. And I'll see you in the next one.